Well, what's up, family? Welcome back to another legendary reaction video. Get this video a big thumbs up and help crush the YouTube algorithm. So we got Skip Bayless, this Shannon Sharpe on his podcast. Skip reacts to, no FS1 farewell on first take. But with no further ado, family, let's get straight into the video.
As most, if not all of you know,
That's a long moment of silence, though.
last Friday was my last day on Undisputed on FS1. And after the show, it was brought to my attention that some on social media criticized FS1 for not giving me the same fond farewell send-off that my former partner Shannon Sharpe was given.
Where this
Man. So in today's video, we got to highlight Skip
Where it is going?
Bayless taking a shot at Shannon Sharpe on his podcast, guys. So in today's video, let's go over Skip Bayless' podcast episode that he just released, since Skip Bayless is now unemployed after being fired from Fox Sports. So we did a video covering how Skip Bayless' response after he was fired from Fox Sports. We covered that, and this is the tweet right here. I'll just show you guys again, just in case if you guys don't remember what he said. But yeah, this is a tweet from Skip Bayless. He was pretty much saying that, he left on his own terms, and this was something he was already cooking up because he has other opportunities.
Well, of course, if that's the case, maybe he got to butter up to make it like he didn't get sent off. He sent himself off into the limelight. You know what I'm saying? Or into the sunset, I should say. Send himself off into the sunset. So basically, it said today was my last day show on Undisputed. I'm leaving FS1. I've been planning to pursue other opportunities for several months. I had a great 8-year run with a lot of great people at Fox, but now I'm excited what's coming up next.
Table that he wants to take. And we all know that's BS, because if Skip Bayless' numbers would have been the same when he handpicked his new cast and crew to replace Shannon Sharpe after.
By the way, that crew was horrible. His new crew was horrible. Everything was discombobulated. When Lil Wayne came aboard, all you talking, yeah. I don't even know what Lil Wayne be saying, because that's how you talk. Because like, I couldn't get it together with him. And then it just seemed like they were all trying to talk at the same time. It wasn't, the flow and the rhythm just wasn't there after Shannon Sharpe, honestly. Comment down below if you guys disagree. I'm curious to get you guys' perspective on that, but let's continue.
Sports bought out Shannon Sharpe's contract after the whole blow up with Skip and Shannon Sharpe. Skip Bayless know damn well that he would have stayed over there at Fox Sports, and he would have definitely renewed his contract for more money.
True.
So there was an article that was released shortly after he was fired from FS1. Skip Bayless had said that it was Fox Sports that ruined the relationship between him and Shannon Sharpe. And Skip Bayless was pointing a finger at FS1, saying that they didn't do anything to try to make that relationship get better after that huge blow up.
This is just straight hate by a guy who's jealous that he is still playing at a high level at 45 when you had to stop at 35. Take a personal.
Well, first of all, this is another. It seems like Skip Bayless doesn't know how to take accountability, because at the end of the day, Fox didn't make him do and take on that stance within along. Fox didn't make him do what he did within that segment when it came to the Buccaneers, and this whole segment right here of him lashing out at Shannon Sharpe like this. He wasn't calm, cool, and collective. I'm sure if Fox was like, oh, in this segment, don't be calm, cool, and collective. Just lash out at Shannon Sharpe. I don't believe that was the case. This is another situation where obviously the outcome didn't end up being the way he thought it would be. And now he's sitting here and he got to play in the Victim Olympics and make it like, oh, Fox made us have this feud, and I wanted to handle it and get to overcome it with Shannon Sharpe because I have no issues with Shannon Sharpe. Well, literally, he was just like, with Shannon Sharpe, bye. I'll get somebody else to replace you. Ain't gonna hurt me.
Back on.
You're willing to take a personal shot at me to say this man is better than me because I say he's playing bad?
So let's break everything down into context before we get started in today's video. If you stuck around this long, be sure to hit that like button for me if you haven't already, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well. Okay, so after Skip Bayless got fired from FS1 Undisputed, a lot of guys like Marcellus Wiley and others were wondering how come Skip Bayless didn't have a huge farewell episode. So Skip Bayless had addressed that on his podcast, reacting to
I'm
him
sure
being
he did.
fired from Fox Sports. He finally spoke out about it. So let's check out what Skip Bayless had to say. But before I highlight that, guys, remember how Shannon Sharpe had a farewell episode once he left FS1 Undisputed. I'll show you guys that while I continue to do the rest of my commentary. So as we can see, this is Shannon Sharpe.
I believe it boiled down to how no matter how many disagreements or agree to disagreements you may have, it depends how the individual handle it and also conduct himself around individuals. I don't know this, but this is just my belief. I believe Skip has a more egotistic aura. He comes off very operating out of his ego. And the way I heard reports or incidents like where he had banned Chris Carter, go check that video out, family, that I reacted to on showing back up on Undisputed ever. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm always open to the possibility of being wrong. And I feel like Shannon Sharpe conducted it as mature, calm, and collective. And I'm sure he conducted himself around other colleagues highly or very respectfully, and nice. And you never know who you may have to answer to. So you should always keep your emotions and temper in check. And I feel like Skip may have not done that. So they're just like, cut him loose. You feel me?
This is his farewell episode. He shook hands with Skip Bayless. He had his daughter come in. He hugged his daughter. And he also shared a message as well. So as we can see, Shannon Sharpe was definitely hugging a lot of people, saying his goodbyes. And so Skip Bayless on his podcast addressing the news of him being fired from Fox Sports. And Skip Bayless had addressed the reason why he didn't do a farewell episode. So let's highlight what Skip Bayless had to say, and let's listen to the shot that he took at Shannon Sharpe. Here's the video.
So, before I launch today, as most, if not all of you know, last Friday was my last day on Undisputed on FS1. And after the show, it was brought to my attention that some on social media criticized FS1 for not giving me the same fond farewell send-off that my former partner Shannon Sharpe was given.
I was given information that tomorrow will be Skip Bayless's last day on FS1. What's interesting about this departure is, other than the news and the headlines, how anticlimactic it is in terms of nothing publicly being said by Skip Bayless, nothing making headlines. And
Well, of course. Well, when it comes to the individual that likes making headlines for others, when it comes down to their own situation, especially when they don't like the outcome and the way it's going out or panning out, they're not going to speak much on it. They'll keep their stuff on a hush and expose other people dirt.
frankly, internally, a lot of people in the building saying, we're not talking about it either. So maybe that's by design, or maybe that's by residue. You understand the difference?
Yeah.
By design,
Residue.
hey, he doesn't want it said. Hey, just another day I've had my glorious career, and who knows? It may not even be
Part
over.
ways.
Or is it by residue? Regardless of how you feel, regardless of what's next for you, good riddance.
That is not true, and that is not fair. I was offered exactly the same kind of farewell festivities that Shannon received, but I declined. I'm not very good at mushy-gushy, and I am definitely not retiring. So I chose to just do the very best show that I could for my last show, and then just move on. I saved all my hugs for off camera, for real.
I say,
Oh, so he's trying to take the little jab right here, insinuating that he was actually genuine and Shannon Sharpe was disingenuous because he did it off camera.
my hugs for off camera,
Come on,
for
Skip.
real.
So as we can see how Skip Bayless emphasized how
You better than that, Skip. You didn't have to take those jabs. You didn't have to take that little jab right there. Like we wasn't gonna infer and read between the lines. Really, come on, man.
he did his hugs off camera for real. He emphasized that for a reason to take a shot at Shannon
Exactly.
Sharpe. And the guy that Skip Bayless is, I can tell that he's actually upset at Shannon Sharpe for leaving FS1. If Skip Bayless is blaming FS1 for not stepping in and fixing their relationship after the blow up, it goes to show that Skip Bayless, he probably didn't want Shannon Sharpe to leave. Everybody probably thought, since Skip Bayless was constantly disrespecting Shannon Sharpe on air, that Skip Bayless probably wanted Shannon Sharpe to leave. But I don't think Skip wanted Shannon Sharpe to leave, because why would he want to miss out on potentially signing a $10 million deal with Fox Sports once his contract was coming up, right? Because if Skip and Shannon continued to have Undisputed, remember his last contract he signed with Fox Sports, he was making around $8 million a year. I can only imagine once it came time to re-up, Skip Bayless was probably going to negotiate around $10 to $12 million a year.
It
So
come
for
down
Skip
to
to
the
take
money.
that shot at Shannon Sharpe, and
It always come down to the money. And at the end of the day, thinking logically, I ain't trying to miss out on no money. Trying to get all the bags as possible. But it worked out for the better, you know what I'm saying? Shannon Sharpe exploded. Skip doing his own thing. They parted ways. Gave her utmost respect. I ain't mad at it. But a lot of people watch because of Shannon Sharpe, they would say. And some watch because of Skip, but they probably couldn't embrace Skip's segments as much no more because of the ghetto, or so to say, discombobulated segments that would take place where everybody all talking at each other at the same time and all over the place, didn't have no rhythm. They couldn't take Undisputed no more. Viewership went down. Audience retention definitely going out the window.
also blame FS1 for him and Shannon Sharpe's relationship and not take accountability for that. All it would have took was one phone call from Skip Bayless. But as we can see, Shannon Sharpe and Stephen A both said that they don't talk to Skip Bayless, and none of them never had a relationship with Skip Bayless off air. So this guy is blaming everybody, pointing his fingers at everybody
For himself.
instead of looking in the mirror and blaming
Facts.
himself. So that's it for today's video, guys. I wanted to highlight that in today's video. I would really love to hear your thoughts and comments about today's video. So don't forget to hit that like button if you made this far.
Okay, family. So I want to know, do you guys feel like Skip Bayless is not taking accountability as he should? Comment down below if you agree or disagree. I believe he's not taking accountability. On that note, family, peace.